To be honest, I hate hearing my own voice, so this is going to be interesting.
Well, I'm the same. When I can't. Sometimes I watch the fights back, but ones I want to watch, what I'm interested in when I'm at home, when I go home. But when I listen to myself, I'm thinking, do I sound like that, really?
That's the thing. Like when I speak, I think I sometimes listen to my voice and forget what I'm saying. So this is a real test of character for me. This.
It's like this, isn't it? Now, isn't it? When you're listening to yourself now, you probably think you don't talk like that. Same as me, but when you take the headphones off and speak, you talk different, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to now make your way to your seats, please. Our night of professional boxing is about to commence. Boxing fans ringside, a very good evening and welcome to our night of professional boxing here at Rainton Arena. VIP Promotions now bring you a stacked card this evening. All these bouts sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. It is our night of professional boxing. First we have a 4-round contest. First boxer to make his way to the blue corner from Manchester, introducing Josh Coe. VIP Promotions. These bouts sanctioned with official sponsored by the British Boxing Board of Control. The area representative ringside is Anthony Kirkby. Inspectors working the bouts this evening are Peter Briggs, Paul Tranter, David Benn and Reg Long. Bout number 1 this evening is a scheduled 4-round contest. Timekeeper ringside is Stuart Lithgow. About the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Dean Wilson. The bout scored at ringside by Ron Kearney. Boxing out of the blue corner. On the scales at 11 stone 13 pounds. This tonight is fight number 46 of his professional career. Wearing black and boxing out of Manchester, England. Boxing fans, introducing Josh Kerr. And across the ring, boxing out of the red corner, scaling the weight at an official 12 stone. Right now, he's wearing his solid white shorts this evening. 6 steps introducing the one going inside the scheduled distance. He boxes out of Horton County, Durham. Introducing the real deal, Greg O'Neill. Referee Dean Wilson with his final instructions.
Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to an evening of boxing from the Rainton Arena, Hot Springs. We have 7 bouts and an entertaining evening. The commentary tonight on the first bout is from Mike Action Gormley, and beside me, my commentator is Anthony Kelly from the Weymouth International Boxing Club.
Round 1.
So we have O'Neill in the red corner and Josh Kelly from Manchester. Sorry, Josh Cook from Manchester in the blue corner.
He's started a very aggressive start, hasn't he? He's got straight in the front foot.
Yeah, I think he needs to get a win under his belt tonight.
I think it's his first fight in since 2022. He's been inactive. I think he's looking getting active, and hopefully he'll get the win tonight.
Yeah, I think, like I say, he needs to get on a winning streak again. He's lost his last 2 bouts, and hopefully he's on the comeback trail, looking to get a win tonight.
Yeah, he's working his job well. He's looking to land heavy shots with the right hook.
It's a fast start by Greg O'Neill. He's looking to impose himself.
I think he's trying to make a statement tonight, get straight into the centre of the ring and impose himself as early as possible.
Yeah, Josh Cook is a cagey character. 1 win, 41 defeats, 3 draws, only 1 stoppage. So it'd be impressive if Greg O'Neill can get a stoppage on his record tonight. I'm sure Josh Cook will have something to say about that.
Obviously he'll know himself around the ring, and he'll know how to survive in points and hold, and he's certainly in there.
Yeah, he's throwing some heavy shots there, O'Neill. Cook usually has, a nice tight guard. He holds his hands nice and high, tucks his elbows in. He's quite good defensively. Got a good job there from Cook.
Yeah, and he's using his hand defence as well. It seems to have slowed the action down a little bit. And a good left hook there.
He likes those big shots, O'Neill, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's teeing off of that left hook as much as he can when he gets into the right range to land it.
Yeah, I think he needs to use that jab a little bit more. Get his range a little bit better.
Yeah, that jab would ultimately set the left hook up.
Yeah, as I said, Cookie is a wily character. He's quite cagey, good defence, so doesn't want to waste too much energy this first round, O'Neill.
I would like to see him feint a little bit more before he's attacked. Good round from Cook.
Yeah, good aggressive first round. So it was a competitive first round. You know, not a great deal of action. O'Neill on the front foot for most of the round.
Yeah, he seemed as though he landed some nice hooks, and he landed some solid jabs throughout, didn't he?
Yeah, so he seems to be putting everything into each shot. You know, I think for me, I think he just needs a little bit of tip tapping here and there. You know, work his way in and then land the big shot. Don't waste too much energy early on.
It's sometimes difficult when you're boxing somebody like Cook, who's a slippery character who knows his way around the ring, and he's making the distance a little bit too big for him, isn't he? So that's how the action's not progressing so much this round.
You know, as we see there, Cook's, he's got a nice jab cut. He's not, you know, he's not a great deal of power in it, but it's off-putting, isn't it? You know, it stops O'Neill coming forward and setting himself.
Yeah, he's given something to think about, Cook, when he's throwing the jab, isn't he?
Yeah.
Getting a little bit closer now.
I think out of the two, I think Cook will be the sort of the more pleased so far. I'm not saying he's had the most success, but you know, it's not a tough night for him so far. I think he's handling it quite well. O'Neill, you know, he's trying to work his way in there.
I think, like you said earlier, Mike, I think if he gets behind the jabs or doubles it up, that he's just landed a nice jab there. I would just like to see him a little bit more. Maybe get his feet in a little bit closer before that lead hand goes with the jab.
Yeah, you know, like similar to what Cook's doing, really. But if he sets himself up with a jab, he stops Cook working, you know, he sort of nullifies Cook's jab, and then he can get inside and work a little bit more.
It's the first time I've saw Cook, and he's making things difficult at distance, and obviously he knows his way around the ring.
Yeah, he's a regular on the VIP shows. You know, he's a regular in the way corner. He's a typical road warrior. I think he was out last week down London with his coach Joe Pennington. So yeah, he does get about, he does travel, but as you can see, he's a clever character. He does know how to work his way around the ring. But good round again by O'Neill. Yes, I mean, look at the two corners. Cook looks like quite relaxed in his corner, and you know, he's happy to stand up, and O'Neill's quite happy to sit down and take that breath. Obviously, he's working a little bit harder, O'Neill.
Yeah, I think O'Neill's probably happy to get by in there, and he'll have shook a little bit rust off the first two rounds when he's been out so long. So
yeah, 2 years is a long time, really, isn't it? Even though you're in the gym, that ring rust it does still sort of show. So yeah, we're on to round 3.
As you see though, Mike, it's a lot different under these lights, isn't it? So I'd be glad to probably have 2 rounds up at the moment.
Yeah, it's the pressure as well, isn't it? You know, it's the big lights, the crowd. As I say, you can do it in the gym all the time, but when you're under the big lights, it's a little bit different. I think he's doing well so far, though, O'Neill. You know, he is controlling the fight a little bit more.
He's really trying to push the pace this round. I like the double jab. He's using a little bit more this round. There you go. It's getting him a little bit closer to the target, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just what he needs to do. You know, maybe he's had the corner's had a word in this, you know, in between rounds there. Sometimes, as you know yourself, and when you're in there, it's hard to kind of see what you're doing, if you know what I mean. Somebody on the outside can see little sort of flaws and things, what you can pick up on.
And that's why it's important to have a good cornerman like he has in Peter Cope. He's a very experienced trainer, Peter. So I'm sure we'll be giving him good advice in the corner to use the jab a little bit more.
Yeah, he seems to have settled down now, doesn't he, as well, the third round?
Yeah.
Maybe he's got that, that pent-up energy, what he's had for so long, and now he's just kind of relaxed a little bit. So, yeah, it's like to see him stick behind his jab a little bit more. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that. He's just on cue there, he cut with a nice jab. So see how he works his way in there with that little bit of left-hand work.
I would just like to see him when he backs him up behind the jab is sometimes cut the ring off a little bit, because Cook's sliding out either side, isn't he, when he gets the rope.
That jab works really well. When he throws that jab, it works really well. He just doesn't throw enough, does he?
No. I think obviously he's getting a little bit close and he's doubled up a little bit more this round. I think sometimes when there's not a lot coming back, it's trying to keep the fighter switched on at that moment, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you've got a cagey journeyman who's quite have to have his back to ropes and move off, and you're kind of chasing him all the time, aren't you?
I think because generally when we're sparring in the gym, we're sparring against prospects and they're thrown back at you, so some of the stuff we're working on in the gym sometimes doesn't come out of fight night against the road warriors or journeymen, so. Yeah,
there's absolutely nothing worse than a negative journeyman or opponent, It's always better if someone's making a bit of a competition of it and you can show your skills a little bit more.
He's getting over the centre of the ring a little bit, Cook, this round, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Personally, for me, I think that was his best round, Greg.
Yeah, absolutely. He used that left hand a little bit more, didn't he? He's quite effective with that jab, and I think he just needs to carry on the fourth round now.
If he can up it a little bit, then try and force the pace.
Yeah, I mean, coming out for the fourth round, hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that from O'Neill. A little bit more aggression maybe. Maybe he's got a little bit more left in the tank now and just leave it all in the ring.
I think when you're sending your fighters out for the fourth round, you want them to leave it all in the ring. There's people paying good money. So you want your fighter to leave it all in the ring and make the most of the last round.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no good going back in the changing room, is it, and saying, I wish I would have done this or I wish I would have done that. At least if you leave it all in there, you've done what you can do, basically. And, the result is the result.
I'm sure he'll be pleased with his performance so far in the corner, will be. I think he's boxed well, personally.
Yeah, I think it's been a good performance. Like you say, two years out the ring, first one back, and against a good road warrior such as Cook.
He's slippery, isn't he? He's sometimes slipping away when he gets on the rope, so he's good with his hand defence. I've noticed with his backhand. It's hard to hang clean.
Yeah, again, he's practiced more on defence than attack, and what he practices is obviously shows in there. He does it well. That's what he's come for. He's come to give these kids a test. These up and coming fighters, the home fighters, and he certainly does that. Cook, he gives value for money, and at the end of the day, he wants to go home safe, doesn't he? And he looks after himself, and he does that. But back to O'Neill. So far, he's having a good fourth round. For me, he's on top, isn't he? I'm sure you'll agree that his previous 3 rounds have given all to O'Neill.
Yeah, I've 3-0 at the moment for O'Neill, I think, and he's winning this round for me. I think sometimes, like when he's using his jab, he could switch downstairs because he's starting to move his head a little bit more, or lateral movement. The body doesn't move there, does it? That's better for the right hand of the body.
you know, he's got a pretty decent jab, O'Neill, as he's shown there. You know, a single jab and a 1-2, quite effective with it. Sometimes, you know, again, it could be the ring rust. You know, sometimes you can read those hooks from O'Neill, but it's a lot to work on. It's a big comeback for him.
Seems as though Cook's thrown a little bit more this round, isn't he?
Yeah, you know, he knows he's on his body clock, isn't it? He's done this well 40 odd times before, so you know he'll know in his head when the rounds come in. He'll know when to switch it on and step off. Yeah, all in all, good performance by Greg O'Neill. Nice to see him back, and I'm sure he's back to winning ways.
Yeah, he seems all smiles after that, so he must be happy with his performance as he congratulates Josh Cook.
Probably all coming back to him now, and you know, Greg O'Neill, how tough it is then. You know, obviously he's only done 4 rounds, but
he'd be pleased to be under the lights, wouldn't he? And in another performance, and I'm sure we'll get the victory here.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for the decision from the referee.
So, boxing fans ringside, firstly, a nice show of appreciation for the efforts of both of our professional boxers in the ring, please. So after 4 rounds of boxing, we ask our judge at ringside, Ron Kearney, to decide the bout. He's got it scored at 40 points to 36 points in favour of the winner. From Horsham County, and boxing fans ringside, this guy a great servant to the sport of boxing. Give him a big round of applause right now, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Cook. So if you have just joined us, everybody, a very good evening and welcome to Rainton Arena here for tonight's bill of professional boxing, brought by Steve Bullock VIP Promotions. We've got some great bouts ahead on our card, just a few moments away from George Graham and Leon Musson in the ring. Bout number 3, features a boxer all the way from Brazil. We'll give him a marvelous boxing welcome. Jonasas Rodrigo, Gaius de Oliveira, and Jason Cumming in the ring. Victor Adaga and Ron Stanley, Owen Dernan and Adam Reichard. Then we have our heavyweights in town, Lamar Griggs and Will Howe. And then finally, our 8-rounder, tops off our night, Octavian Grotte and Travis Waters in the ring. So big night of boxing, everybody. Thanks for joining us at Live Boxing. Our next bout just a few minutes away.
right, I just think it's like it's out his comfort zone. I don't mind about it.
Well, a very good evening, boxing fans joining us ringside here in County Durham this evening, and viewers watching us on the VIP YouTube platform right around the world. Time now for our next bout of the evening. This is a scheduled 4-round contest. Firstly, to make his way to the blue corner from Islington, London, Jordan Graham. To make his way to the red corner, bringing with him a perfect professional fight record, Leon Musson. Here we go then with a scheduled 4-round contest brought to you by VIP Promotions. Time ringside is Stuart Lithgow. Upon the sound of the bell, the referee in charge of this one is Danny McFarlane. And scoring them out ringside is Ron Kearney. Boxing out of the blue corner. At the weigh-in, he scaled an official 11 stone, 8 pounds. Wearing red and black this evening and bringing to the ring 11 professional career victories. He boxes out of Islington, London. Introducing Jordan Grennan. And across the ring, boxing out of the red corner. This evening, he's wearing black trimmed with purple and yellow. At the weigh-in, he scaled an official 11 stone, 2 pounds. As a professional boxer, his fight record is perfect. 3 visits to the ring, 3 victories. He now boxes out of Newcastle via way of his native Sheffield, introducing the undefeated Leon Musson.
Okay, ladies and gents, we're here for a second bout of the evening between Leon Musson in the red corner, Jordan Grennan in the blue. Your commentator Mike Action Gormley with Anthony Kelly from Weymouth Boxing Gym, Sunderland.
It's all exciting, Leon. I'm not sure if you saw him, Mike, before. He's always entertaining.
No, this will be the first time I've seen Leon live. He's got a good opponent in Jordan Grennan, so this will be a good test for Leon.
Yeah, he usually brings the heat, and the way he started, as I would expect, he throws heavy shots, got a good solid jab.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the difference in experience. 26-0 in his first 26 fights as an amateur.
Really good standard. I think he's been to semis and things over the years. He used to box for Sheffield City before he came up here. And he went to university and joined Tyneside, where he finished his amateur career. And obviously the coaches in the corner, Ross and Dean, he's pro coaches now.
Nice shots there from Leon.
He's boxing well, isn't he?
He's boxing really, as I say, for the first time I've seen Leon, and technically looks very good. Looks nice and relaxed and composed.
He's using the jab well, isn't he? And he's let a few good right hands go when it's been there.
Yeah, see Jordan Grannan's one of those kind of fighters. Jordan moves well as well. You know, he's got a good defence. He can put the pressure on you. He can step off. He kind of, whatever you bring with Jordan Grennan, he'll return. You know. And,
yeah.
So it is a good test for Leon. He will get a good workout for this one.
Yeah. And that's what you want when you've got prospects coming through. Somebody like Jordan who's going to push them and learn them. They're all learning fights for the likes of Leon and any prospect on the card tonight.
He's boxing really nicely, Leon. So nice shot, got good long shots. Nice defence there by Jordan Grennan. Held his hands nice and high, tucks his elbows in. So, you know, he's used to this. He's done this 163 times now. This is 163rd fight. So there's a difference there in experience.
He just needs to keep it switched on. Leon, he's boxing very well this first round.
Yeah, nice first round by Leon. Quite controlled, you know, nice boxing, nice and relaxed.
I think he kept the basics really well and landed the jab and some good backhands throughout the round.
Yeah, that's what you need to do, isn't it? Really, you're learning your trade, so there isn't any point in rushing. You know, you've got to take your time, look for openings, pick your shots, and ease your way into the fight. First round.
Yeah, I think he's using his jab and he's assessing his opponent, and he's reading them well because he's timing his shots well, isn't he?
Yeah, really well, really well.
Corners, 10 seconds. Corners. Seconds out, round 2.
Leon's a bit more cagey in this round, isn't he? Because I think at the end of the round, Jordan caught him with a jab at the end. I think he's probably done him the world of good keeping him switched on, isn't it? So it's a careful approach this start of this round.
Yeah, exactly, and you know, he's obviously learnt from that first round that he can't have it all his own way. So he's got to get his tactics right.
I totally agree with that. He's clever, he's moving his feet a little bit further back, so he's changing the range so Jordan can't throw after he throws these shots.
Yeah, see, Jordan's one of those, you know, he's a cagey fighter himself as well. Technically he's very good, you know, as I said before, he's got good amateur experience. And he'll go through the levels with you. If you pick it up a level, he'll go with you. If you drop a level, you know, he'll settle down, but he'll make you work.
I always like to see that when you see a fighter smiling there, that Jordan, he's obviously enjoying himself. He's enjoying the fight himself.
Yeah, he will give you rounds, you know, he won't overdo it, he won't take liberties with these kids, these up-and-coming kids, but he will give you rounds. If you try and take liberties with him, he will return the favour, basically. But good work by Leon.
I like his first defences this round. He's sometimes thrown, just pulling out a little bit. I think he's boxing very well. As you said, obviously, when you mentioned Jordan's amateur pedigree earlier, he has got a good jab, and you can see he's a clever boxer himself.
Yeah, you know, you can see Leon, he's having to think a little bit more, isn't he? He's not rushing in, which is good to see. He needs to get these rounds in early on in his career.
Give himself a little bit more space when he comes with the bent arm shots.
Yeah, he's just a little bit too close. A good left hook by Jordan.
He's trying to keep switched on when they're tackling. He's trying to draw him in there, Jordan, isn't he? He's keeping his hands up and he's probably looking at the counter with the left hook.
Yeah, a little bit of kidology from Jordan there, yeah, but good second round by Leon again, and competitive again.
I would imagine Rainton's really happy with where the first 2 rounds went. I think he's boxing really well.
Yeah, you can see the, you know, the kids like Jordan Granham. You get some journeymen who'll just come and tuck up and run away, and you know these young up and coming kids can blow them out of the water, you know, in the first 2 or 3 rounds or whatever. But
I think the thing is, being a trainer, Mike, it sometimes doesn't. You don't want that, do you?
You want rounds, don't you? You want to give them rounds.
You want to see some of the flaws your fighters make, what you work on for the next fight. So anything they do wrong, they get punished in there, they'll correct it for the next fight, won't they?
You will, yeah. You know, like you say, you don't get much experience by knocking kids out or stopping kids in early on. So round 3, and probably an agreement, and 2 rounds to Leon. They've been quite good rounds, close-ish. Competitive rounds.
It looks as though Leon's got a good smile on his face now, isn't it? They both seem as though they're enjoying this fight.
Yeah, it's a little bit of cat and mouse in there at the minute, isn't it? Both lads exchanging jabs. They both got good jabs. Jordan's looking for that left hook, so Leon needs to be careful.
Good right hook there.
You know, I said earlier, you put a little bit of pressure on Jordan, he'll come back and he'll retaliate. And I think Jordan's looking just to step it up a little bit there himself now.
He seems as though he's getting closer. Leon needs to keep switched on and after throwing his shots. Good body shots from Jordan now.
Yeah, I think both lads exchanging good body shots there. Leon just needs to keep switched on now.
Yeah.
Just stay controlled. You know, have a little move around now. Jordan seems to be on the front foot.
He's making him really push harder here, Jordan, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's making Leon work a little bit more now.
He's landed some decent shots this round. That's a better shot from Leon.
I think sometimes, you know, some of these young up-and-coming fighters, they neglect speed for power. They try and put everything into shots instead of, you know, putting cumulative shots in, punches and bunches, as we say.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Mike. I think switching body to head with attacks as well, you know.
Good left hook there by Leon. He's caught Jordan, but yeah, another good competitive round. It was a close one, that. Do you know what? I wouldn't know which way to go with that, to be honest with you. If it was that's what I'm wondering, I might think Jordan just tipped that one.
He did land some decent shots there, but I think Leon did come back in, so it'll be a difficult one to score.
It's been a good fight, hasn't it? You know, it's been interesting, competitive, massive learning fight for Leon. I think he'll take, it'll take a lot out of this. We've still got another round to go, obviously, but I think he's going to take out a lot out of this fight when he's so.
Type of fight you want your fighters to be in, where you're learning, and there's plenty of learning going in there for Leon.
Round 4.
Starting with a good job, Leon, this round.
Yeah, I'm not a lover of fighters throwing that single right hand on its own, just trying to go for that big backhand because you can see it coming a little bit more than you can that lead hand. That backhand because you can see it coming a little bit more than you can that lead hand.
Obviously, the distance is a little bit further away, isn't it? So sometimes you pull yourself over the front foot and exposing yourself by leading with that backhand singly.
Yeah, and obviously Leon's got to be careful with, again, an experienced Jordan Granham. Jordan's enjoying himself in there as well at the minute.
He's putting a lot of pressure on, isn't he?
Yeah, and like you said earlier, it's a good thing, isn't it? You know, these kids need these fights where they will be under pressure a little bit.